Free books. Free books. Free books. The books are free. The apple? Haha. That's going to set you back.
A book desert is defined as a geographical area where the community has trouble accessing literacy resources. We have to think of like creative ways because we're trying to get them interested in reading. Free books, free books!
I do not like them in a box. I do not like them with the fox. Sarah, she's going to cry.
She has no idea.
Good morning. It's going to be a great day.
Shut up. Doesn't cackle in my ear. God, I'm a washing deja vu.
I know, truly.
You, your denim vest, your hair, my hometown. I think it was Thomas Wolfe who said, "You can never go home again." Well, Thomas Wolfe was mistaken. I grew up in Baltimore, and I come back here all the time. You know why? Because my hometown is full of people you should know.
We'll first start with a little trip to the land where all magical things happen. Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts? Are they paying us for this episode?
They might be.
Gosh, I love Dunkin'.
America runs on it.
I can't even start my day without lots of hot Dunkin' juice rolling down my well-muscled throat.
Wonderful to be back in your hometown.
Thanks.
Today we're going to be meeting a woman who is... Wait a second. Okay, wait, sorry, was making sure is this the right address? Okay.
I really am stuck in a time warp. It doesn't matter where we are. If Sarah's driving, we're gonna get lost.
So today we're gonna be meeting an incredible woman, a librarian, a lover of books, who goes by Miss Maze, and she has an organization called Storybook Maze.
Hey there, my name is Miss Maze and I'm the founder of Storybook Maze. Online, I'm a librarian turned Radical Street Librarian. And I'm using social media for social good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more for this stack. Storybook Maze is, it's me. It's a Radical Street Librarian, increasing book access, starting in Baltimore's book desert. Oh, great, you're the softcover dog man. It's perfect. A book desert is defined as a geographical area where the community has trouble accessing reading or literacy resources.
She comes from a long lineage of librarians who bring books to where they're needed most.
A long lineage of librarians?
Yes! There's horse librarians in Appalachia. There's elephant librarians. There's boat librarians.
A boat librarian?
A boat librarian. And she is a street librarian.
I love this.
I know we go like this. As Storybook Maze, I do 3 core things. Pop-up free bookstores where we just pull up on the block, set up, and give away books. Story time where we're reading stories to kids. And the last thing that I do is free public vending machines. We've given away 4,000 books so far. Can you put on your glasses? A pair of fake glasses. In my program, the kids, they're more interested in books that reflect them, and they actually read longer when the story is relevant to them. I'm actually not slowing down. We're going full steam ahead with a trolley. My conductor hat. I've been fundraising for quite a while to get this trolley bus that to me is like, it operates like a little ice cream truck that goes around town and gives away free books. And so I got a GoFundMe fundraiser. I've purchased the trolley. Oh my goodness, wow. It's ours, we own it, but we have a long way to go. So shipping is a hurdle. Get it renovated and transformed into a magical book train on wheels.
She has been dreaming of having what she calls the Storybook Maze trolley. Her trolley was in Nevada, and over the last few weeks, we have conspired to have this trolley that's shipped over to Baltimore.
Oh, that's nice.
Where we have been working on it, just repairing the outside of it, and we are going to be presenting that to her at the end of the day.
That's a lot, Sarah. It's a lot.
It's a lot! We are about to arrive at our location of our incredible friends who have been working on this truck, and working on the trolley, excuse me, frequently.
Bang, bang, bang went the trolley. Bang, bang, bang went the trolley. Ding, ding, ding went the bell. Zing, zing, zing went my heartstrings. And the moment I saw you, I fell. Gosh, are we going to Harbor Signs?
We're going to
in
Harbor
graphic?
Signs.
Well,
Here she is.
That is a trolley. Bang, bang, bang went the trolley. That's awesome.
Right?
Hi, Mike.
Well, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Is this your hometown?
It is.
Sarah, she's gonna cry.
She's going to cry. She was thinking that this wouldn't arrive for a year.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah. In full sincerity, she has no concept that this is coming. New wheels got put on yesterday. They've repainted it.
Can I look inside of it? Or-
Absolutely. Welcome aboard.
Oh, this is great. How much is this costing?
This is costing around $25K for us to just do the transportation across the country.
Right.
And then all the outside.
How weird is this for you?
It's not weird at all.
Really?
I mean, it's weird meeting you today, but
Why?
the whole trolley situation not weird.
Why is it weird meeting me?
Yeah, because you're a Baltimore guy. And,
That's true.
You're a celebrity.
No, that's very
and,
true.
Yeah.
We
We gotta leave in 5?
leave in 5.
Things are always a little weird on this show. I rarely know where I am, for instance, and seldom know where I'm going. For a host, that's a little weird.
There is something different about a Dunkin's coffee, isn't there?
Not really, no. But for the purposes, yes. Are you kidding? There's everyone else and there's Dunkin'. Okay, let's go make a show.
Let's go make a show.
Full disclosure, I have no idea if Dunkin' Donuts will agree to sponsor this show, but I do like their coffee, and it never hurts to ask.
All right, team. Everyone buckled and ready to go?
As for Miss Mays, I'm still not clear on why she dresses up like Little Bo Peep, but I'm about to find out, assuming Sarah can find her.
You missed your turn.
Oh,
You missed
did I?
your turn. Yep.
It does get a little tricky back here.
It was initially 10 minutes a minute ago, and now it's 12, so I'm hopeful that...
That we're not in some sort of time vortex?
Yes!
Here we go again.
Here we go again, baby. Round 2, so nice, we're gonna do it twice, right?
That's it. God, I just wish we were in a trolley.
There goes that.
There's that dead possum again.
There's the opportunity to avoid it once again. I know there's probably a couple rounds of gambling that I might miss this next turn, but I'm gonna...
Well, the over-under is not in your favor, I'll tell
Not
you
in
that.
my favor. Okay, wait.
No, I think she's good.
Okay,
Oh,
all right.
son of a gun.
So nice. We're gonna do it thrice.
All right.
How far are you guys?
Sarah's left, so we're turning left again. We'll be there in 10, 15 minutes.
Okay.
But now we know. But
That
Micah,
is
this is
tricky.
how we learn by doing, right?
Yeah, well, I'm learning a lot.
Uppa.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Pooja's job is to keep Miss Mays occupied while Sarah searches for the right exit. Pooja now understands this could take a while. Is this where we're going?
So this is where we're going. So the Transformation Center, where there is currently a pop-up, as you can see here, there's a line for a food pop-up, a clothing pop-up. Oopsie.
All right, let's go meet Miss Mays.
Let's go meet
See
Miss
what
Mays.
pops up.
Pick one. Okay.
Hi, Miss Mays.
Hi.
My name's Mike.
Mike, nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet
You
you.
look familiar.
I read a lot of books, and I work on TV
And you
now
work
and then.
dirty jobs.
I do
yes,
dirty
there
jobs.
it is.
Yes.
To
But
me.
don't worry, this looks pretty clean.
Okay.
Sarah kind of explained this to me. You pop up here.
Yes, I'm a street librarian and I do pop-up free bookstores.
Why?
Because I was reading on my front stoop in Baltimore to my nieces one day, and other neighborhood kids gathered around. And when I was finished reading, they wanted to read more, and I told them they can go home and read a book. But they told me they don't have any books at home. Hello.
Oh, sorry.
You can pick one today. Pele, yes, great
Famous
choice.
soccer player. Does he? Terrific. So how are you going to approach Baltimore?
So I just bought a historic trolley.
Where do you find a trolley?
Well, this one's far away. So it was a bit of, we're gonna have to get it shipped and all that other stuff. It's in Nevada right now. Oh, gonna take a couple. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Easy there, Sparky.
All right, we'll let it pass today. Go ahead.
Hey, hold
Enjoy.
on a second. Do you know what this is? This is Fart Quest. Sorry, but you can't host a show called Dirty Jobs for 20 years and ignore a book called Fart Quest. This thing is going to have you on the edge of your seat. And when I say the edge of your seat, I'm talking about the toilet. You understand? It's going to be great. Fart Quest. Potty humor aside, Fart Quest is no joke. It's a whole series of books that kids absolutely love. And getting kids in Baltimore interested in books at a young age has never been more important. Thousands of high school kids here are currently reading at an elementary school level. That's a disaster. So if there was ever a time for a Radical Street Librarian to do something radical, this is it. How much room you got back there?
I'm perfect.
I need 1 inch.
Okay, you got
There we
it.
go. Good, that's it.
So you trust my driving?
You're a woman of a certain age. You've clearly made it this far. You must know what you're doing.
I'll be driving a trolley next, so I should be okay.
Seriously, what are the odds? Like, how do you get a trolley from Nevada?
So I purchased it already. So we have it. We need to get it here.
Get it here from Nevada.
Yeah.
Maze, I'm excited for you. That's going to be sometime in the next year, probably. That'll be up and running. With
Yeah, I gotta get it out of Nevada. They're like, Miss Maze, come get this thing. So.
To be clear, Sarah is not having a stroke. She's winking subtly to a camera that isn't rolling in an effort to remind you that the trolley in question is in fact just a few miles away, and that her little plan is unfolding precisely as she hoped.
Thank you very much. Did you have a costume change?
Yes, I do.
Okay, and then we can help you with anything.
Do I need a costume?
I mean, to me, you're dressed as Mike Rowe.
Just as God made me. I wish I could tell you why Miss Maze needs a costume change, but honestly, I have no idea. All I know for sure is that the costume change in question is taking place in a church basement, and that the church basement in question is not too far from the area where they filmed The Wire, which, as you may know, is not an area synonymous with children's literature. Nevertheless, it is here, on the mean streets of Baltimore, that Miss Maze will present her wares to the locals, dressed as a fairy tale character, and hope for the best. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Maze.
I've got this for you.
Thank you. Oh, okay. Just walk me through it. What's happening?
We've got to get attention from people on the streets.
This will do it.
Yes.
Are you still rocking the Martins?
Of course,
Nice.
always.
All right, great. Full disclosure, I have no idea if Doc Martens will sponsor this episode, but they do look good on Sleeping Beauty here, and it never hurts to ask. Just as it probably won't hurt to ask the people in this part of Baltimore if they'd like a free copy of Fart Quest, or Dr. Seuss, or whatever else Miss Maze might have tucked away in her mobile library.
Is this the reason for the costume?
Yes. Yes. I'm terrible at picking apples, but I'm great at picking books.
I mean, really, how hard can it be to give away a free book?
Free books! Free books! Hello. We have free books today. Oh, free books! Free books! Hey guys, you know we have free books right here on the corner? You wanna come and get one? Do you?
I've seen a lot. I haven't seen this.
Some kids don't even want books right now,
Yeah.
right? Does that happen often?
It does. It's not as easy as you think. You think like, oh, I'm giving away a free, nice book. Everybody's gonna want it. But no, that's why I have to come up with the creative ways to present it.
We'll find them. They're out there somewhere.
There's no playbook for what Miss Maze is attempting to do here. And if there is, I haven't read it. But I have read many of the classic children's books she's attempting to hand out, and this seems like a good time to reacquaint myself with a personal favorite. I will now read from the classic work, Green Eggs and Ham, by Dr. Seuss.
Free books right here on the corner.
Would you eat them with a fox? Not in a box, not with a fox, not in a house,
Free books, free books,
nor not with a mouse.
free books.
I would not, could not in a fox. I could not, would not with a fox. I will not eat them with a mouse. I will not eat them in a house. I will not eat them here or there. I will not eat them anywhere. I do not eat green eggs and ham.
Free kids books right here.
I do not like them, Sam. I am.
Free books right here.
Thank you, Sam. I am.
Free books for kids.
Eventually, word spread that a strange man was in the hood, reading aloud to no one in particular, as Sleeping Beauty offered free books to one and all.
Oh yes, come on over.
And before too long, the people came.
These are really beautiful.
Can I have this one too? Yeah.
And that's it. And
That one's so cute. Okay. Thank you.
It's a blessing, y'all around here.
Thank you.
This all kind of started with you sitting on a stoop
Yes.
reading to kids.
My mother always made sure we had books at home, but also when I grew up, my mom did foster care. So we always had a huge house full of kids with all different abilities. I got to know their struggles at an early age, and they had a lot of therapists that would come in, and they all brought books with them to help the kid grow and develop.
Yeah.
So I would watch the therapist work with the kids with books, and then I would copy that same thing because I'm going to be a therapist, whatever.
So you're absorbing all of this when you're what, 8, 9, 10 years old?
Yeah, like 9, 10, and on upwards. I think I also use books as like medicine.
Medicine. So in a way, when you set up these pop-ups, you're prescribing something. Andrew Carnegie also saw books as medicine. In fact, America's first billionaire donated 90% of his wealth to build over 3,000 libraries, since libraries were the place he educated himself.
Mr. Rowe.
Sir, you're gonna give me a book?
Yeah, give you a book.
This is the Sierra Crossing. Why you want to give me this book, Theodore?
I want you to have that book. I want you to have it.
Why?
Because it's important for me.
God bless you, brother. Would it be weird if I asked you to autograph this for me?
Yeah, sure. I stayed alive on this book.
I also want to know how this book kept you alive.
You know how people go on trips, bus rides?
Yeah, sure.
They missed this book. They missed this. They should have went on this trip.
This trip.
This trip.
When you read this, did you feel like it took you to another place?
I can go on them trips. I'm gonna go on them trips.
Well, I'm going to cherish this, my
Okay.
friend. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Whether you call them medicine like Andrew Carnegie or time machines like Stephen King, one thing's for sure. Books were made to be shared and passed on. And if that can happen on the mean streets of Baltimore, I'm guessing it can happen pretty much anywhere.
You can do whatever you like. You can
wanna
stay
go
in this
eat.
all day.
I wanna go eat.
You can go eat. You can go eat.
Okay.
So we'll see you in a few.
Okay. Do
I'll
I
see you in a
need to
few.
change?
It's up to you. You can do whatever you like is number one. Number two, I would recommend the plaid number.
That really great plaid number. Sarah would recommend the plaid. I don't know. Personally, I'd go with Fiona.
Am I not invited to go eat where you guys
We
are?
are. We're going to be moving. We're going to be going way across town.
Where are you
we're-
going?
Yeah, I don't know actually exactly where we're going.
Oh.
You're always invited. It's just
Doesn't sound like
No.
it.
Sarah can't invite Miss Mays to lunch because we have to get her trolley into position to properly surprise her in a few hours. But Miss Mays doesn't know that. Awkward.
We're in the trolley here at Harbor Sign and Graphics. We're getting ready, trying to get this sucker out the door and on the way, but we still have tape left to do on the side.
I have two rules whenever I'm anywhere near Baltimore. First, I gotta see the folks. And second, I gotta get some Maryland blue crabs. My favorite place for crabs is the Chop Tank restaurant here in Fells Point. And I feel terrible that Miss Mays won't be joining us for a few dozen of these beauties. But I know the guys who run the place, and I'm pretty sure they can make Miss Mays forget all about the time I didn't invite her to lunch.
wow. Well, let me tell you something funny that's happening. So while we're eating crab here, meanwhile the trolley is being transferred across town. So because she has such a social media presence, we made sure to drape the sides that have Storybook Maze on it, just in case, God forbid, someone sees it.
She would
and then
freak out if
she
she
would
sees a
freak
trolley
out.
in this town.
I know. And we have orchestrated that they are going to be passing right by us.
Look at you producing stuff.
It's out! Yeah! No, it didn't run out. They had to shut it down.
Come on, Nick.
Basically, what you have here is a nautical Rubik's Cube. That's the apron. You flip that up like that.
Okay.
All right. And you kind of roll it back and pop off the shell like that.
Oof.
Got it? There you go. When I see it just poking out like that at me, I
You got it, you got it.
just take it. Jury's out on what to eat and what not to eat. My father, if he were here, he'd be eating everything.
Okay.
He doesn't care. He'd
Okay.
eat the intestines, he'd eat the lungs. My mom, for instance, is very prim, very proper, very slow. But with crabs, she's just like a drunken crack whore. And she takes a mallet and she'll smash, and the stuff gets in her hair. It doesn't matter.
We have cameras all around the thing watching him barely make turns in case something happens.
Are we getting up, walking over, just waving?
I think we're just waving.
Turns out the trolley really did run out of gas, and the streets in Fells Point are too narrow for a drive-by. So that's the end of this scene.
So they're not coming.
Okay.
We were looking all over for a reveal location for her, and we settled on the B&O Railroad Museum. And so right now we have some of Miss May's fellow librarians who have come up.
Mr. Frosty, we have a problem.
So your mom is going to be coming down. So tell me a little bit more about what your mom is doing.
Well, my mom is at the Perry Hall Public Library right now, reading from her latest book and answering questions from her adoring fans. I'm not even kidding. My mother has written 3 New York Times bestsellers since she turned 80. Now, she rides around town all day in a fancy SUV, signing autographs and taking selfies. The whole situation's out of control.
Peggy Rowe.
Oh, look at you.
You never know who you're going to see on the streets of Baltimore City.
You really don't.
Hi, Mary.
That timing's unbelievable.
Wow. All right, so the Rowes have arrived and are going to be joining us for the rest of these moments.
Baltimore is packed with cool museums, and this is one of my favorites. More importantly, it's the only plausible place with room to hide a trolley car in plain sight.
So right now the trolley is parked back here. If we walk her out here before there's any kind of surprise,
Fabulous.
Plain sight.
Yeah,
Fabulous.
I mean, every eyes go there
Fabulous.
automatically. So
At some point, you're going to walk in and stop. You could take this chair. You just don't want her standing here facing that way. It would almost be like if you had her sitting here, and we're just sitting here talking.
We're actually getting real-time information. We can no longer drive it out.
Oh, we can't
onto
drive
the
it out.
circle thing.
Can we
Yeah.
push it?
I think it's a matter of weight is
Oh,
the
okay.
issue.
Remember when I told you before that I rarely know where I am and seldom know where I'm going? Well, you can add to that. I never really know what I'm doing till the last minute. Maybe my mother should host this show. If you take that outside, turn it around while we go get her, put all the librarians on the back.
The back is the power.
That way, you can back it closer.
Yep, that would be amazing.
All right, let's do that. Great, a plan. All we need now is Miss Mays, who was expecting to meet Sarah on a nearby street corner 10 minutes ago, and is probably dressed as Little Red Riding Hood and still pissed off about being blown off for lunch.
5:21, and they just messaged that they are 4 minutes away.
I know.
But you know what? They didn't invite me to lunch either. Like, they're like, oh, we're going to lunch. And I was like, oh, can I go? They're like, well, we thought you should rest, which I should. I did take a little nappy.
All right, guys, so we made a switch. We're going to have Mike stay here.
I don't see any sign of them.
God, she's going to be so annoyed, but she's also about to be so happy.
Okay, here we go. Phone is ringing, and I see a black truck. Let's see what this is about. This is
rushing to get these books unboxed, and we have like 10 minutes to get these all unboxed. So, wish us luck.
While Sarah deals with all that, I'll help load the trolley with books and say hello to a few of her friends and some fellow librarians, all of whom, surprise, surprise, love her.
She's just one of the most creative, intelligent, talented people I've met in my long life.
She's a little crazy too, right?
Let's be honest. Be a little crazy.
She's a little crazy. She was dressed up like Snow White, standing on a corner where I think they filmed The Wire.
You didn't bring your Snow White outfit today?
I've got the Fiona get up from Shrek.
Gorgeous. And that would work well too.
Our queen has arrived.
There she is. Oh my God, you're the most patient librarian in the world.
That's okay.
Have you been here before?
When I was a kid. I haven't been there since, but I've been meaning to come back here.
I was here, I think, in the 8th grade. I also wanted you to meet my mom.
Oh, yes! Yay!
Mom, this is Mrs. Mace.
Hey, nice to meet you.
My mom wrote every day for 60 years before she got a book deal when she was 80. She just finished her 4th book. Anyway, with your permission, I would like to present.
Oh, that's so nice.
She'll personalize it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's wonderful.
All right, so I wanted you to meet my mom. I wanted you to have her book.
Thank you.
I wanted to apologize earlier today. We wanted to invite you to lunch with us. And I know you seemed a little tweaked that we didn't. And I'm sorry, but I wanted to talk to the guys who run the restaurant. And I told them about what you were doing, and I knew they were going to do what they did. They said, hey, if you tell her to come out to dinner with whoever she wants to bring for $1,000. Anybody, any Atlas restaurant in Baltimore, you got to go to say how much we appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm glad I skipped lunch. That's great.
Wait, but here's the third thing we did for you. When we saw how many books you were giving away at a time, I called my mom's publisher, that called Simon & Schuster, right? And I said, hey, could you guys spare a few great children's books? And they're like, we want to give this Ms. Mays 850
of the
best kids' books. They're up in New York, and I'm like, well, can you get them here? And they're like, oh, it's going to be very tight. So, long story short. So, guys, could you bring in the books, please, when you get a chance? Just bring in the books.
Oh my God! How did you do that?
Just bring them in on anything you have here.
Wait, what the heck is happening? This is the trolley from Nevada.
It's the trolley from Nevada.
Oh my gosh! Wow! How in the world is this possible?
It's a miracle, Miss Mace.
My mind is just spinning on how in the world this trolley made it 3,000 miles across, and it's right here, right now, almost ready to go. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So, here's the reality of what's happening. All day long, you've been on a new show called People You Should Know. We go around the country looking for people who are doing nice things in their community and changing the world and making their zip code a better place, and we thought you fit the bill. That's why we made some phone calls and got the trolley here. And your friends are here to show their support, and our cameras are pointing at you because if there's any justice in this crazy world,
what are you doing here?
They're all here. Would you go down there and say hi to your friends, please, so I can officially say that this episode is over? I don't even know what camera to look at anymore. All right, I'll just, this was a good one. It was fun.
Oh my goodness.
If you know somebody like Miss Mays, drop us a line, right? We'll swing into town and surprise them too.
I think it's gonna light up the city with reading. The kids are gonna be so excited to see that thing out on the street, the bell ringing, the horn honking. So fast forward, and we're gonna be dreaming of just ways to add more magic to the inside and a route to start going on to go around the city and stop by and see some of our favorite friends that we already know too. Today I've been filming with a company and they surprised me with Mike Rowe. Very fun, very cutesy, very demure.
Mike Rowe here on a bicycle built for two with my life flashing before my eyes. Any thoughts, Sarah?
Smash that subscribe button if you like what you see.
And even if you don't.
Smash it! Smash it!
By the way, when you stop pedaling, I'm helpless.
Oh no!